Oh, nuts. Here we go. It's a really tough one of games now. These next 7 games are not season defining, but they're vital. Have we got the minerals to battle for promotion? January will be crucial, but these next 7 games are as well. We've got to beat teams around us or want to be up there come the end of the season. Colchester may sit in the bottom half at the minute, but they won't be there for much longer. They won away at Walsall last week, who were the league leaders. They're going to be strong. We know what Danny Cowley teams are like. It's going to be a difficult game. And games where Notts always just don't deliver most of the time. The Ashes isn't going well. Qualifying has gone horrendous. This absolutely screams 1-0 Colchester, but we've got to turn up now. These next 7 games are big. Come on Notts, come on you pies. Let's do this. One change to the starting 11 that drew against Harrogate. Palmer is in for Ia Bender, as was predicted really. He is skipper after all. Jones though still hasn't got over his injury, so he's not back on the bench yet. Come on, Nuts! We set them! Vital now, a massive stroke of luck there. County. I think it's an own goal. Paul's header. It was blocked today. I think he might have come back off their defender. It wasn't a clean goal at all. But we take them against the Danny Cowley side any day of the week.
We can't help that.
He won the ball.
Yeah.
It just fell to him, didn't it?
Yeah, we can't help that.
He won the ball and he's just unlucky with the ball falling to Anderson. Fair play to Anderson. It's good. I think it's Harry Anderson. Fair play. It's a good finish, but our defenders there. Target Shaw was sent through, I think it was a good ball through, I think it was by Robert or Palmer, don't know, it was one of them though. And he just couldn't get his feet wrapped around it, couldn't get it out his feet. The Colchester played, we've got to be better with the counter press here, because Colchester are good on the counter. Got to stand up, we've got to be physical, we've got to be at it. Good football by Notts down on the right hand side. Sula, Grant, Robbo and Palmer all involved. Something like that. I don't know who it was. No, I don't know how. I think it might be Hall. I don't know, but somebody's got to, whoever it was has got to score. Connor Grant with a lovely flick over the top and shot from outside the area, which was saved. And we didn't really make much use of the corner. Pretty end-to-end game, to be honest. Both teams look dangerous when they enter the box. It's just frustrating.
They're actually, when they have tried to play football, they looked alright when they were doing it. I don't know why they don't try and do it a bit more, because when they've tried to, they've looked like they might hurt us. They really, really have. They've created every bit as much as we have, probably even more.
Good football by Notts. When we get it down, we are playing some good stuff, but we need to make better decisions and we need to do it quicker. How have we not scored that? Oh my word. Really good football. Palmer, a really nice first time ball over to Sarula. He plays it across. How nobody's touched it apart from the Colchester defender who got the smallest of touches on it. Like the smallest of touches. Terrible defending there. I don't know where our 4 defenders went. Colchester Sunday had flipping more players in our box than we did.
Go on.
I don't know where they all went. It's not like you were a counter attack or anything. Similar to last week, the centre backs holding onto the ball for too long. The wingers want it. Kuyon Jarvis wants it all the time. We're too slow, but it's just, I feel like we've given up a bit. Like as soon as that goal went in, it's just like it's just like our heads have dropped a little. Colchester just had a goal ruled out. It was the longest decision. Must have took more time than VAR to decide. But my word, I think we've lost this game ever since they scored their second, to be honest. Our heads dropped. We created chances, but not clear enough. I think Kuyon Jarvis have swapped wings now. That quality against better teams is going to come back to haunt us.
Well, it's two games, 2 weeks at home, and we've been sad, we've been poor, we've created very little. We've had masses of the ball, absolutely masses. For the last 20-25 minutes today, we've played 2 number 9s and we haven't put the ball into the box. 2 number 9s, what are they meant to do? The winners are intent on hooking the wing, getting round the defender. What's wrong with banging a ball in from 30 yards out? Change the angle, give the defender something else to think about. This is meant to be the month that settles up for December. December now is a month that could see us drop out of the playoffs. It's become a huge month. We can't afford to mess around in December.
So a very disappointing home defeat in the end. Quite deflating, actually, at the final whistle walking out. We missed chances, and as well as the game went on, it just felt like we were becoming more and more ineffective. I just feel like against teams who fight and work hard and will make it a battle and will always put it on you and are direct, not in the way of long ball, but like they're quick in the way they get the ball forward. Teams like Colchester, Bromley, Gillingham. Colchester were good. Like I say, it's not about long ball. Like Colchester were good on the counter attack. They were very quick in transition. But I feel like this is starting to be a common theme now. We struggle all the times against teams who like to battle, want to make it a battle. We never learn. We never seem to learn against them. We never stand up to them enough. We never have a quick enough intensity when we do have the ball in space. We don't draw the fouls. First off was quite end-to-end, to be fair. Both teams had chances. For Notts, we take the lead inside in under 10 minutes, I think. It's a good cross by, I want to say Cerula. Might be wrong. Was it Palmer? I don't know. I think it was Cerula. But the cross, Tyrese all completely messes up his header, but Kane Vincent-Young's there to score into his own, to put it into his own net. So, yeah, we had that. Colchester virtually equalised about 3 minutes later. I was willing to give Kelly Roos the benefit of the doubt for this goal, but now I've watched it back several times, I'm not sure he needs to come out. I do think our defenders are slow to react. Cerula's in no man's land. Ness is slow here when the ball's played. It's a good ball. I think a lot of this goal there's so much wrong with it. First of all, when Colchester have the ball from the back, I think our press is completely wrong. You got Palmer, Robbo, Hall and Grant all over to the left-hand side. Jatta's the only one forward. Colchester have got so much space on the right-hand side to use the ball and use the space with it. Our press is all wrong. They get through with one ball through the middle to Tavide. Roos wins the ball. I'm not sure he needs to deal. Nessie's slow, but is Tavide gonna? Because apart from Anderson, there's no one up with him, I don't think. So he can force him out wide, and Cerula's there to help as well to force him out wide. And then Anderson, it's a good finish to be fair by Anderson, but just decision making. I think decision making in both boxes throughout the whole game was poor by Notts. We do have chances though. Bordeaux headed over from that corner. It was a good move involving Palmer, McCarry, Cerula, and it finished with Grant flicking the ball in the penalty area. It was saved. Tyrese didn't really get much of a connection on it. Grant did a nice flick and then shot from outside the area, which was saved. But then we have one at the start of the second half where Cerula plays the ball across, and I think the Colchester defender gets the tiniest touch on it, and it diverts it away. And I do not know how we haven't scored there. Jatta and Hall slid across, and none of them get there. And then it gets frustrating. Colchester take the lead, but I don't know what our defence is doing. I feel like we all need to shift over to the left a bit more. McCarry's out of position. Ness is in the centre. Bordeaux's beaten to the ball. Ness is beaten to the ball. Bordeaux's kind of no man's land really. And it's a flick on, and then the throw on goal. It's 2-1, and I felt like at that point our heads dropped. And once Colchester scored that goal, I think the game was done. I never really could see us getting back into the game from that point. They scored. They did have a goal disallowed. I don't know why it took so long. He was obviously offside. They went on to score 30 now at a time, in which Bordeaux loses the battle, and then Kelly Roos really should do better in goal, but, you know, we've been saying that all season, haven't we? Colchester were 14th before the start of the day, but they're not going to be there for much longer. I noticed before the game as well, I spoke to quite a few people, and they all thought we were going to lose today. People who sit near me in the cop, my brother, I said we'd lose. We lost. We just all had that feeling. Don't know what it was. We just had that feeling going into the game that we'd lose. And it might be to do with the fact that when we come up against the better teams in the league, we stutter. And whilst, yes, like I said, Colchester were 14th, they're not going to be there for much longer. They're going to be up there. They're expected to be in and around the playoffs this season, Colchester. When it comes to playing the better teams in the league, the teams in and around us, our form, our record isn't good enough. It needs to change. I saw a stat after the game. Since we got promoted back to League 2, our record against teams in the top 10 is played 43, won 10, drew 10, lost 23. 58 scored, 70 conceded. That needs to change. You cannot be losing double the amount of games you've won against teams around you. Otherwise, you're never going to get out of League 2. It's a poor record and it needs improving fast. Because now, we're entering a month where every single team we play is in the top 10. Every team, the rest, apart from Bristol Rovers, every other team we play this year is in the top half of the table. These are teams that have got better squads than us and will have the quality, the squad depth to bring on from the bench to help them, to help change games and, you know, influence the results. We haven't got that. Our squad depth isn't good enough, mainly due to the recruitment in the summer. December's going to be tough. Expect a bumpy ride. If you've enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game, so subscribe if you're subscribed, subscribe if you're new, be safe, be champions, and as always, Toulouse.